What's going on, guys? At the time that you're going to be seeing this, it pretty much is going to be freezing out here. It's still slightly cold as far as freezing temperatures, but it's supposed to be hitting like the single digits as of now. And yeah, I live in the South in Mississippi where people just don't know how to handle any of that type of weather. As soon as a little bit of snow drops, I'm telling you, every single dollar store that sells bread and toilet paper, every single convenience store, it doesn't matter if it's a gas station, people are going to buy out all sorts of bread and toilet paper. I don't really understand it most of the time. I've pretty much asked, and everybody's always like, oh, well, I don't do it. But I'm still wondering who all does. Everybody around me directly never buys bread and toilet paper. But yet I still see almost like hired actors or NPCs rolling to Walmart and Dollar General to buy up all the bread and toilet paper. Now, I don't know if it's just me and also the fact that I live here by myself in this house. I don't really ever run out of toilet paper. When I'm down to what seems like one little pack out of a big multi-pack, I'll go buy another big multi-pack and I'll put it in the other bathroom, and that's just usually just for convenience sake. For when people come over and stuff, that's a bathroom they can use. I usually store everything in there, so my bathroom stays a little bit more neater, because that bathroom not a lot of people use, and it's just for washing off when I get back from hunting or something. It's super simple. It's considered a mud room, really. But it's a lot easier to store there. But other people, I don't know where they're storing all this fucking bread and toilet paper, because they're not buying just a pack or one big, multi-pack or whatever. They're buying just absorbent amounts. It's ridiculous the amount they buy. Like right now, not too far down from me, there's Dollar General and a couple of dollar stores, stuff like that. They have been busy all day. Now, I'm talking about Sundays is usually dead. I'm talking about you do not see anybody till around 11. That's when people start getting out of church and they start running around. But right now, I have seen them literally be constantly full of people from the time that they've opened until the time, probably even up till now, which is 3 o'clock while I'm recording. Of course, it's not to take it lightly. A lot of people are not prepared for this, and I hope anybody watching this is from the South, South. Check your water, make sure everything's covered that you can. If you don't cover it, it would be a lot easier to drip water or even very small stream of water. Would be way cheaper than replacing pipes, believe me. I just got done having mine done, and it was pretty pricey. So I'd rather pay an $80 water bill for a week's worth of water just dripping down the drain than paying, a couple $1,000s and replacing all the lines for busting. Now, normally you can just get them patched, which, yes, to a degree you want to get them patched. But if this is like your mistake 12 and it's the 13th patch, probably time to start redoing lines. Not to mention, you don't want your yard flooded from a busted line, especially when it's cold and you can't get to it. It's way worse. I had that issue a couple years ago, finally got the patch in, and it did cost me a lot of money. It was such a bad break, it was actually like a $300 water bill, but it was raining so much too, so I did not know how bad it was, and then it got ice cold instantly, which ended up making it really bad because I couldn't see it. But I don't get why people don't prepare for other, options. It's like they're only going to eat bread, or I guess they're wiping their ass with the bread too. I'm not sure. Or they're probably stocking up on toilet paper to eat it. I haven't really figured it out if they're just swapping out or are utilizing it all for one purpose. Somebody like me, I have a freezer full of food. I have a freezer full of, and it's outside. So if it starts to have, I have power issues, I could take all that food out and just set it outside, up in a little hanger, so like the raccoons can't get to it. But I have ribs. I have a pork loin right now that's smoking, so I can store that, pretty much a meal prep. I'll dice it up and I'll throw it in a little thing. About half of them go in the freezer, the other half's going to stay in the fridge, because I still have smoked chicken I'm eating on too. And then to top it off, I still have, just in case, bags of burritos that are for like emergencies or when people come over. They have something to eat that is not, within my strict, I say diet, because I'm trying to watch a lot of the stuff I've been eating for many years. I still have all my seltzer waters and my bottled water. That's another thing down here that I don't understand. It seems like people don't keep an amount of water with them. Like they all want to buy it at the same time. When nobody's paying attention, I buy a couple cases and I put them in my kitchen floor. They're sitting next to the, next to my door when you walk in. So it's usually where I keep them. Like right now, I have some in this room. That's what stays in that fridge is water for when I'm in here for long periods of time. I don't have to walk across the house to to my fridge to get any water. But yeah, that's what's going on around here. Everything's starting to get ready to freeze. So all I can say is people bundle up. Make sure that when you plug up your heaters, do not plug them up into anything but the actual outlet. And don't try to run them for too long. If you don't have multiple heaters to try to heat, majority of the rooms, they'll stay on and they could get too hot. The cord will get hot and it can cause a fire. I know it sounds stupid, but if you have a room that, you have one heater and it might keep it warm, but it's never cutting off, probably smart to get 2 of them. That being said, don't take this as godsend, because also your breakers, you have to take into account those breakers. If they don't function the way they're supposed to, they could also cause problems. So what I can recommend is, if you're not in a room or if you're not using rooms, close them up and only heat up the rooms you need, unless you have full central and gas. I do not, so I'm using little heaters. That's what that little one right there is for. The only reason why I use that one is because it uses such low power that it's the only one that can work in this room without blowing a breaker. Any other room it goes in with a fridge functioning in here as well, causes the breaker to flip. So I couldn't record or be in here. And I'm over, I come in here about 2 to 3 hours a day to kind of get around on the internet, looking around on YouTube videos and whatnot when I'm not playing my game or going out. But yeah, please be careful with the winter. Now, obviously, a lot of smartasses have been saying, oh God, it's cold during winter. Who didn't know? Yeah, this is not just cold during winter. These are unexpected weather drops that, or say unexpected. These are super low weather drops compared to normal. So when people are ready for 20-degree weather or, 30-degree weather, whatever it is, they're actually getting like 30 degrees less than that. And that changes a lot, especially on the areas you live in, because we're not used to that. But I hope everybody stays safe. Please don't be a dick. Buy up all the bread for no fucking reason. Let people wipe their ass. And if you need water, go get water for sure, because if you're not, dripping your water, it could freeze up. But if you have to, just drink the sink water. Don't be an asshole and buy up all the water for no reason. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Y'all have a good one.